Well, hello and welcome back to FS25. Here we are still in November. The plough is still ongoing. Well, the ploughing is still ongoing, I should say. Which is fantastic. They're going to carry on. We, on the other hand, need to get over and carry on with the grass fields. This field is all fully cultivated now. We do need to get the other fields cultivated as well, but the grass fields are kind of important. So we're going to need the Doisfar up to cut the top grass field, and I suppose this New Holland can do the tedding down the bottom. Where shall I put this cultivator? I could just back it in over here, couldn't I? Do that then. There we go. I know I'm hardly using this shed, but we outgrew it pretty quick. Unfortunately. So the grass down the bottom needs to be tedded and then rowed. And this top field also needs to be rowed once it's cut. Obviously we'll be doing the cutting. And then yeah, it'll all need to be baled. And then obviously the top field will need to be wrapped as well. Okay, so we're going to set it off on a worker. There we go. We jump over into this one. Get everything folded up, and we'll take it up the top to cut the grass up there. I'm going to do that one because the field is just, well, plain awkward, basically. But that is definitely going to be okay. I've no idea why I haven't got weeds growing in that field there or the field further over. There is one or two bits where the weeds are growing, but like literally like one or two weeds, and I'm not really sure why, to be perfectly honest. Seems a bit strange. Right, probably ought to move the JCB out of the way. Cows are all fed and strawed. And here we go. Right then, so I will get on with cutting this, and as soon as we're finished, we'll start with the rowing of it as well. There we go. This is this all rode up? Sure. This is this all rode up. Let's head down to the other field and see how the worker's getting on. I want to take that tractor back up here to use for the baling. And this tractor can stay down there and do the rowing. Depending on how the tedding is going, obviously. I do also want to check on the Fent. I'm a little bit worried that it might be low on fuel. And if it is, it's obviously going to stop and I won't be able to move it. Which will be a bit of a pain, to say the least. Okay, so not far off completion. Let's pop over to the Fent. Should have gone backwards. Oh no, we're doing fine, actually. Doing fine for fuel. And getting on with the field quite nicely as well. So that's good news. Right, we'll leave them to it. Worker C has completed their task. And here they are. Excellent timing. Get the tedder folded up. And then we can get the worker rowing this up. Oh. Right, that's better. Let's see. Do I want to start with the headland or up and down? Let's start with the up and downs. Go. Worker D was blocked by an object and I was that object. Excellent. No, wait. Not excellent. Okay. So, we need to start doing the baling. We have got, obviously, all this field to bale up here, and it's got to be wrapped. And then the field down the bottom has got to be all baled up. We got to do the one up here at the smaller bale, well, not smallest bale size, but the medium bale size of 150. Probably didn't need the weight on the front here to do the tedding, but didn't hurt. Okay, well there is straw in there, which means it's on the larger bale size. Oh dear. Right, let's eject the straw. Yes. Straw ejection. And then we can change bale size to 150. Which is good for wrapping. And away we go. Obviously that's a tiny little straw bale there, so we'll just put that in as bedding as and when it's needed. But yeah, let's see how many bales we can actually make on here. I'm hoping for quite a few. I imagine there won't be that many. Oh. What happened there? Has it got an automatic unload suddenly? Oh, yes. For some reason, automatic unload has been switched on. That's odd. Right, well, I will get this field baled. And probably wrapped before we go and do the bottom field. It'd be good to get all this wrapped as well. And then we'll see how the guy who's doing the ploughing is getting on. Because there are plenty more jobs that we could do. We've still got to cultivate the rice paddy. We've got to cultivate the field next to that. And the big field. We could just do a massive cultivation session. So yeah, let's quickly get the baling done. And there we go, last bale to be wrapped. They can just stay on the field for now. There's no rush to get them off. We get the wrapper folded up. And then get the baler back attached. Because we need to go down and start baling up the hay. That's a reasonable amount of bales, I think. Once they are fermented, that'll be very useful in feeding the cows. I think we'll definitely have enough to get us through winter. Right, change bale size to 180 now. 180 would be perfect. And we'll head down to start wrapping the hay. Probably won't do this on camera, just because you've seen enough baling and wrapping and everything. And we've got more jobs that we need to do afterwards as well. Right, the worker looks like they are on the last few bits, so we can start on the inside. They've only got to go down there anyway, and they're all done. So, perfect. Right, as I said, I'll get this done off camera. And I'll see you in a split second when we'll have a field full of bales. Well, as promised, a field full of bales. I did have to go get some more net wrap. We ran out. But that's okay. It's also now 4:30 and getting a bit dark, which is a bit of a pain. So not ideal. The plough is getting on reasonably well. I don't know if we can see over there. Yep, it's a good chunk of the field done now. But it has taken all in-game month. In-game day. Or both. Because 1 month is 1 day. So yes, we are going to do some cultivation work tonight while the plough carries on. And for that we will need the New Holland here and our new cultivator over there. I don't think any of the other fields need ploughing. No. I think they just need cultivation. It's those three over here that are desperate for it. Shouldn't take too long with our new cultivator. So yeah, we will do that while we're still waiting. Probably should bring the JCB and everything back up to the farm. But at the moment, jobs to do. They can always come back up in December. I'm sure that net rack will be alright in the middle of the field. It was on the top shelf of a rack anyway, so exposed to the elements. Do need to check up on the animals and see how they're doing for food and water. Let's just have a quick look now. I think everything's sorted. The cows are definitely good. Goats are definitely good. Chicken's not bad. We do need to give the sheep some more grass bales, but that's not a big problem because they are in the field next to them. Right, let's get... Ah, no. I don't want a worker. I want my steering assist lines. There we are. Excellent. Steering assist lines are on. And we are underway. I'm not sure what all those... I think all those little patches were because I didn't flood the field maybe once. Possibly. I'm not sure. But they also seem to still have full fertilization on the map as well. All these tiny little patches. We lost out yield there, I think. Right. Let's get this turned around and going the other way, and then we'll check and see if there's anything we should be selling, and if so, what. The last thing we want to do is to miss the best price on something. Right, that is us all turned around. Lovely, and here we go. November eggs. Right, well, we're going to keep the eggs, so no, we don't need to sell those. And in December, there is nothing. Oh, wait. Canola oil. Okay, well, we haven't got enough of that. January looks to be fairly good. Although we're not selling much of anything that's there, to be honest. Wood chips we have. We have some wood chips. Not many, but we have some. So they can be sold. Right. I'm going to crack on and get as much of these 3 fields done as I can. And, yeah, it's probably going to be dark by the time we finish, but that's okay. That is definitely okay. I'm hoping that the other worker... Nope. Yeah, actually, there is quite a lot still to do with that field. They're going to be carrying that on in December, I think. Might have to get a bigger plough for the bigger fields. You know, even though it's in the dark, cultivating with this thing is an absolute pleasure. Really, really churning through the fields quickly. We've just done the rice paddy, the field next to it, which I think I've decided I'm going to make corn as well next year, and this field here, this field 38, which is also going to be corn, as we decided. But yeah, this cultivator is absolutely incredible. Very pleased with the purchase. 3 more sides to the square to go. I have no idea how the helper with the plough is getting on. I do know that we're running low on fuel, so we are going to have to go up and refuel after we finish this. But yeah, I'm in 2 minds as to what to do about that worker on the field over there. Do I just wait in November till he's finished, or do we move on to December and let him finish in December? I don't think it'll charge us any extra money for the worker to be used for that long. Well, what I mean is it'll still be used for the same amount of time, but I think it's real time that it's charged in, not game time, which is fine. Because it'll be the same amount of real time, just a slightly different game time. Just caught that bit there, so that's good. Okay. we're doing really, really well. We're in year 11 now, over 10 years now, and we have got so many products to sell. In fact, next time I've decided that in December I'm going to be moving all the wood and everything that we've got to the playground, as well as the rope. We need to move the wool from down here up to the rope maker as well. Basically just make sure the animals are all fed and watered and everything. That's what December's going to be about. So we're going to make quite a lot of money. Then we've got all the wood chips from the sawmill. I don't think we've got a huge amount, actually. Not a huge amount, but there's some. And that'll be January that we'll sell that, as well as loads of other things as well. We really could do with getting some more wood into the sawmill. That's going to be a big job, and possibly one for December. I don't know. Depends when we've done all the movement of things. We'll see what trees we've got left in that area over in front of us, and see if we can get some more trees taken down, taken over to the sawmill. I obviously have only got my chainsaw to do it with though, which is unfortunate. We're not renting that Komatsu anymore. Komatsu? Is that right? Yeah, I think so. But yeah, maybe by that point, who knows? We might be able to buy one. Right. All those lights switched off. Back to just road-only lights. Those 3 fields are now completely done, which is absolutely amazing. Well, I say completely done. I mean, they're cultivated. They will still need planting. But we won't need to touch them until March. Possibly even April. I don't know when corn can be planted. I think it's March. Rice is definitely April. So we'll have to just see how it goes, basically. Get all the corn in, hopefully in March, and then the rice in April. But obviously we will be transplanting rice. So we're going to need to get the rice transplanter. Okay, what was I going to do? Leave that there. We need to go and fuel this up. We have a much bigger fuel tank now, which is fantastic. Diesel. We can switch that off. Will that stay filling if I move away from it? It will. Look at that. Right, in that case, let's go and have a look. Okay, so yeah, the worker is doing a bang-up job. Down to half a tank of fuel, and will need repairing as well after finishing this, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm going to leave it going, and so when we start the next episode in December, this will all be done. Right. Well, I'm going to finish the episode there for today. We've done quite a lot, and we've got a huge amount to do again next time. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.